Welcome, welcome. You are special. Let's get to know each other before the presentation. If you can be on video so that we get to see each other. So my name is Helen Mandishona. I'm Zimbabwean, but I'm based in the UK. I would like to welcome you to tonight a Zoom meeting. Your friend who has invited you to tonight, he must or she must think highly of you because this is strictly by invitation and we want to welcome you. So can you put on the chat where are you logged in from? Because we are a global village. I see we are already over 104. Exciting. So tell me, where are you logged in from? Oh, California, Tanzania, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Leeds, UK, Harare. We are a global village. Zimbabwe, Harare, UK, Gweru, Namibia. Wow, welcome. Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, Nigeria in the house. Welcome. South Africa, wow, Birmingham, welcome. Accra, Ghana, wow, we are a global village, I told you. Atlanta, Georgia in the house, London, UK. Uganda in the house. Wow, we are really a global village, and I am telling you tonight it's a special night because the person who is going to present it tonight, you want to remove all the distractions. I know as women, Mozambique. I know it's Bondia in the morning. In the evening, what is it? welcome, my amigos and amigas from Mozambique. Welcome. You know, because of social media, sometimes we are present, but we are not present. So I am asking you to be present. Stop the cooking, stop the TV, because what is going to be presented tonight it's an opportunity that can change your life. I got to know of this opportunity in October 2024. It came up because I was praying and God answered. So this could be an answer to a prayer, but you might miss it. So I would like you really to be present. And the whole of 2025, I'll share my testimony later. But I'm so grateful that I said yes to this and I listened to a presentation like this. I actually watched a video by the same presenter and my eyes were continuously glued, to the video. So tonight's presenter, she belongs to the world. I mean, right now she's living in Cyprus, but she has lived in different places. Last week we were in Dubai. In this industry, she is one of the giants in this industry. She mentored 32 people to be first-time millionaires. She had a team of over 450,000 globally. Her name, I would hear it over and over, but I had the privilege of meeting her in 2012 when I was first introduced to this industry. I was really, I was open-minded, but not open-minded. I was like, this is new to me. You're making noise. But she embraced everyone, the energy in the room. In UK, we don't greet people, but if you walk in a room where everyone is high-fiving each other, even before they show you what they are doing, you're like, I'm in. There's happiness here, there's joy here. She has empowered so many people. The last year I've worked, with her, I have seen people replacing their salaries, people taking flights for the first time in their lives, leaving their countries for the first time in their lives, replacing pension. Now we have a global family. And she rejoices when she sees people doing very well. And sometimes you might not connect her to the success of the team because she likes the team to lead. She creates more leaders than anyone I have ever seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight it's a blessing that we have my mentor, my friend, Efrosyni Adamides. Over to you, my dear.
Thank you, my dear Helen, for that amazing introduction. And wow, we've come a long way, my dear Helen, since 2012 when we met
Can
in
you
Ghana for the first
imagine? And God has reunited us in this powerful, concept. I'm so excited.
You know what they say, nothing is by accident. Coincidence is but its
True.
way of remaining anonymous.
Exactly. Over to you.
Thank you. So, guys, I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight and see so many beautiful faces from around the world. So many different nationalities represented, and that amazing introduction. What I love about Helen is that she's one of the most humble people. To give you an idea, Helen that introduced me is literally one of the top leaders in our company around the whole world. And you're going to get to hear her story towards the end. And she said some amazing things, but one of the things that my mentor said to me is sponsor people better than you because they make you look good. That's what it comes down to. So I know that you guys are literally watching this right now, and if you've been invited by someone that cares for you and you're probably wondering what this is all about. Well, to give you a little bit of background, I got invited to this amazing industry a few years ago. And when I got invited to this industry, similar to Helen, I was praying for an opportunity. I didn't know I needed an opportunity, but I was praying for an opportunity. And what I mean by that is that at the time, I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. I was 550,000 pounds in debt. I was living in London. I had got into the real estate industry because I wanted to get freedom. I was always chasing freedom. And I got into the real estate industry, and I got into the real estate industry right before the last economic crash. So great opportunity, great industry, wrong timing. But when everything started feeling like it was falling around me, someone that cared for me, she introduced me to this industry. And that night, one thing that I can say is that I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew that I needed something to change. And that company went and literally changed the direction of my life, traveled the world, went from traveling to 5 countries in my 30-something years of being alive to over the next 11 years traveling to 65 more countries. And I'm not saying this to impress you. I want to open up your mind to the possibilities that sometimes with the right vehicle, things can look very, very different. Now, 2020 came, unfortunately, it changed everything for us. And for a while, we were looking for an opportunity to go and recreate that amazing lifestyle of traveling the world, building memories, impacting lives, and having freedom. And Viago was born in October 2024, as Helen shared. So even though Viago is 1.5 years old, technically we're still a new company. We've had thousands of people join around the world, but here's the crazy thing and the most powerful thing about this. The leadership behind this company has got decades of experience in this industry, having built several businesses that have generated multi-billion-dollar businesses over the last few years. So all I want you to do is fasten your seatbelt, open up your mind, and ask yourself the possibility, the question of the possibility. If anything was possible, what would you want life to look like over the next 12 months? And think about that question as I'm getting ready to basically show you what Viago is, because Viago, guys, is an opportunity. It's a vehicle that can help to drive you anywhere you want to go. And I'm going to show you how this works. And over the next 20, 25 minutes or so, I'm going to give you enough information to make an educated decision. Whatever that decision is, whether it's a yes or a not yet, the decision is yours. We're not here to convince you, twist your arm. We're just looking for people looking for more in life. So Viago is the ultimate travel and lifestyle club. So the way that it works is that when you become a member of Viago, it becomes your passport to the world. Helen said we're a global village. I actually believe that we're creating our own community that has no borders, okay? Almost creating our own economy. And that's what's exciting about this. You know, as you've seen from the people that have joined on this call, and it's 215 people, it's people that keep joining, there are no borders. We can impact people in Oceania, in Africa, in US, South America, anywhere around the world, as long as people want more from life. And when you become a member of Viago, what it does is that it gives you a membership that gives you access to member-only prices in anything travel and lifestyle related. It gives you a booking platform that you're going to see in a moment, where when you go to it, you're able to search over 1 million types of accommodation, and you're going to see there's always going to be the retail price, and there's going to be the VIP member-only price that we pay. We believe that $1 saved is like $1 earned, okay? If we can help you with the same amount of budget to travel further, why wouldn't you, right? And I'm going to show you a second part as well, which gives you the opportunity that if you're in a place where you'd love to travel, like I was a few years ago, I'd love to travel, but it was the last thing on my mind, because all I could think of is, how do I pay the bills? How do I keep the roof over my head? Well, stay tuned, because the second part is an opportunity to add more into your bank account and give you those choices. But let me take you through this in a moment. The way that I like to break it down is that it's almost like your appetizer, your signature dish, and your dessert. So our appetizer is the booking platform. In fact, we've got multiple different platforms. And as you can see, when you go to the platform, you'll see hotels, cruises, car rentals, flights, homes. Homes is literally, you can book a home for a week for 2 people up to 8 to 10 people. You can book a budget accommodation in a hostel if that's what you seek, to even renting out your own castle in Germany, for example, and anything in between. And when you go there, you're going to see these different prices. Like, for example, this one's in Miami. The public price for this hotel is $391. Our price as Viago is $251, which means that's 37% savings per night. Venice, Italy, a little bit closer to home. $281 is the public price. Our price, $131, which is 54% savings. Now, are we always going to save this amount of savings? No, sometimes you save a little bit, sometimes you save a lot. Cape Town in South Africa, this is definitely on my bucket list, and who knows, I might be ticking this off in July. Public price $158, our price $54 per night. And you get the idea, guys. Literally anywhere and everywhere around the world, different prices. Now, that's the appetizer. The signature dish, which is my favorite way of traveling, is what we call our VIP escapes. This is bucket list destinations where our company takes care of everything. They put together the trip, and each of the trips has different excursions included. Most of them transfers to and from the airport. So if you ever wanted to be one of those people, when you rock up at the airport, you don't have to think about, how do I get to my hotel? And there's someone with a little sign with your name on it. Well, that's one of the things that we do on our escapes. Plus, they include a bunch of different meals. So essentially, it's like having a menu of amazing trips that you can click, book, and go. And I'm going to give you guys some examples of what that looks like. This one's at the Fives, which is an all-inclusive resort in Playa del Carmen in Mexico. $775 is our member-only price, which, to give you an idea, for this hotel, the same amount of nights and inclusions is $1,700 per person. Now, you see it says $675 after points. So our points is literally our own loyalty program. 1 point is $1 and $1 is 1 point. And I'm going to show you how you can get those points later on. And essentially, when you've got points and it tells you that you can deduct these points, it acts as an additional discount off the trip. So this one, as you can see there from the screen, round trip airport transfers, welcome reception, all inclusive, choice of a sunset cruise or a snorkeling activity. a 3-course farewell dinner. I always think this is funny because it's all inclusive. So it means you're probably going to have 2 dinners that night. And all of this for $675 per person. Let's go a little bit further away. Vietnam, 5 days, 4 nights, $475 per person after points, okay, to go to Vietnam. Now, the escapes are minimum 4- and 5-star hotels. We're not about cheap and cheerful, we're about quality and value. This one is Bohol in Philippines, okay, 5 days, 4 nights. In fact, we actually had a couple of our friends from our Hungarian/Romanian team that did a 10-night trip for this in Philippines. Because they figured, we don't want to go all the way from Europe to the Philippines just for 5 nights. So many of the escapes, you have the opportunity to actually extend them a few nights before or even afterwards. This one is in Cairo. This was literally at the beginning of the year. Beautiful 5-star hotel, going to see the pyramids, full day city tour of Alexandria. You get the idea. And this one here, now this is what we just got back from. We were just here last week with a few hundred team members. And I love what Helen said, because it literally is a global village. Like, what I always find is that when people look at the escapes, at the beginning they just look at the price. They think it's just a way to save money, which, yes, of course, it helps you money to go further. But it's so much more than that. You go to an escape and you meet a bunch of strangers that later on become friends from around the world. We had over 25 countries represented in Dubai. And we stayed at the Sofitel Obelisk, gorgeous hotel with a stunning view looking over the Dubai skyline. Now, this was with all the inclusions here. So a global village entry tour, marina cruise with dinner. We took over a boat that literally went around the marina, and we just took over with our own music, food, drinks, party. And all of that was $699 after you take off the points for all 5 days, 4 nights per person. The price for the hotel alone was close to about $450 per night, to give you an idea. Now, this is actually from a Dubai escape that we did last year. In fact, we did it last year. We had so much fun. That's why we're repeating it. I'll play this in the background here. And many of these people that you see there on their phones are actually part of our club. And in order to commemorate, it was a full day of desert safari that we had that day. And in order to commemorate it, they wrote Viago there in fire towards the end. It's just, it blew everybody away. And this is one of the things that I tell people, guys, is that essentially escapes is the kind of trips that you couldn't go create yourself. And like the ones that I just shared, we have many more around the world, Marrakesh, Tanzania, Casablanca, Vic Falls, Mauritius, and so many other places as well that you can choose from. So let me recap. As part of your memberships, you got your discount travel booking platform, you got your VIP escapes. We even have a platform for unique experiences. Even things like saving tickets on sporting events, on concerts. I'm actually flying to Atlanta on Thursday morning and book tickets in order to go see my first ever live NBA game in Atlanta. I don't even know who's playing. I don't even follow it, but I'm like, why not? If you're there, you might as well create bucket list memories, bucket list experiences, sorry. And we have a telemedicine program, which is great when you're traveling. We have a daily member savings platform. Now, this is something that's launched in multiple countries around the world and soon coming to Europe and Africa. This one enables you to go and save money even on buying electronics, insurance, and so many other things that you can think of. We launched it in the US, even with a program where you can save money on hotels. Here's the vision that we have, guys. The vision that we have is to create such a valuable membership that it costs you so much more money if you're not part of the club as opposed to being part of the club. Okay, and what we find is that when people go on 1 or 2 escapes a year, they've already saved more than their membership for the whole year, let alone all the additional value that we have on top of that. Now, I know you're probably wondering, okay, so how much is all this going to cost me? Well, we wanted to have a membership that's affordable to everybody. So this is a family membership. It's $450 once in a lifetime and $99 a month in order to keep your membership active. Here's what's cool. Remember how I told you about the points earlier? Well, wouldn't it be cool if, let's say, you spend $450 and you got 450 points back? I know you're probably thinking, how is the company going to make any money? But don't worry, luckily we haven't figured it out. Well, the company likes to over-deliver. So you spend $450, you get 600 points back to spend towards some future holidays. And your $99 a month, you get 100 points back every single month. This is why, guys, we're helping people to travel more. You know, Helen shared, we literally were in Dubai and I got to see and meet people that never been outside of the country before they joined Viago. And just think about that, the opportunity to have in order to travel, not just outside of your country, cross continents, build memories. We're giving people access to a vehicle that enables them to create things and achieve things that they didn't think was possible. Now, there is an annual loyalty trip, which I'll talk about that in a second. And I know sometimes, because you've seen there's so many different people from so many markets, that maybe $450 for us in Europe is not a big deal, for people in the US. But for Africa, for example, there's some countries where $450 might be more than their full-time salary. Therefore, we created a standard pack as well, which is $250 once and $50 on a monthly basis to maintain your membership. You get 300 Viago points today and 50 Viago points every single month in order to put towards future travel. On your 12-month anniversary, because we believe that loyalty has its benefits, we're actually going to give you a loyalty trip. Now, what this is a voucher that gives you access to a 7-night hotel getaway. We've got over 1,000 resorts you can choose from. And literally, this list is changing on a weekly basis. Now, many of these, you can literally book a villa between 2 to 8 people, and some of them for the whole week for everybody, maybe a couple of $100s. In fact, we had just had some friends that booked a villa for 8 people to go to the Canary Islands for a week. And between all 8 of them, they spent $200, which is crazy. Okay, that's like what? Less than $40 per person for a week? Just do the maths. Now, in some occasions, you may even get this for free, which for me, I honestly don't understand how that works, but I love over-delivering of value. So that's in terms of our membership, guys. Now, I'm going to switch gears now, and I'm going to take you through the second part, which is the business opportunity. And this is an opportunity that you can become a Viago ambassador, and literally by spending $29 or $49 today and $99 once a yearly renewal, you can become an ambassador where essentially you get access to 5 different income streams as you're helping us to do the marketing. So let me give you an example how that works. Now, I'm not going to sit there and analyze all of them, guys. I'm just going to give you enough information for you to really understand how this works. What I'm going to focus on is literally the first 2 incomes, the direct bonus and the residual bonus, because I'll show you just from these 2 incomes alone, you can literally make close to $1 million a year if you choose to. There's no limit. Now, the direct bonus is simply a thank you. It's a thank you that every single time that you introduce this club to one of your friends and they become a member just like you get paid between $50 to $100 direct commissions depending which package they bought, whether it's the $250 or the $450. More friends you tell, more money you make. Now, let's say you introduce this to 6 of your friends. You've just made between $300 to $600 once off. Now, 2 cool things happen when you introduce your first 6 friends. Number 1, your monthly membership, that $50 or $100 a month becomes 0, which is pretty cool. The second thing that also happens is that you just made your money back and you're in profit. Now, I've run multiple businesses in the last 30 years. And I remember one of my businesses, my real estate business in London, just to launch that business cost me several tens of thousands of pounds. And I made more money building this type of business than I did running my own real estate consulting agency in London. Sounded sexier, but this one was a lot more robust, to give you an idea. Because here's the thing, right? We get paid to do the marketing for the company by sharing the good word with the world. So let's say, for example, you get started tonight. You introduce your first 6 members. I know people that have done this in the first day, first week, first month. You choose. This is your business. So you put the speed in your business depending on your own personal goals. Isn't it fair to say that if you introduce 6 of your friends and now you got your membership for free, guess what? Some of those friends are going to want to do the same thing. What if only 3 of them introduce their 6 friends? Well, now you just build a team of 24 team members. And in fact, this is where it kicks in what we call residual income, or as Warren Buffett calls it, the money you can make while you sleep. Now, Warren Buffett, if you're not familiar with him, is actually one of the top billionaires in the world, consistently in the top 10 wealthiest people in the world, makes tens of billions of dollars on a yearly basis. But that's not why he inspires me. He inspires me because this gentleman literally gives away billions of dollars to charity every single year, yet he comes back the following year and he's worth more money than the previous year. I feel that money is energy. Money magnifies the person that you are. And if you're a generous person, more money makes you more generous. Having said that, if you're a greedy person, more money is going to keep you more greedy. Because sometimes people say that money is the root of all evil. And that's one of the things I kept on hearing when I was a little kid from my parents. And it's not the case. It's the love of money that is the dangerous part. Never chase the money. One of the things my mentor says, more chase the person that you become to attract the money. And the thing is, Warren Buffett has actually invested in 3 network marketing companies, which is quite key because success leaves clues. Why is it that someone that's a billionaire that has made his billions by investing ahead of trends, investing in network marketing? That's a clue. Now, let me take you to the residual income. Now, if you're not familiar with residual income, it's the income you keep getting paid over and over again for something you do once. A little bit like music royalties, you know? You record a song, gets played on the radio, you get paid royalties. I think it was Mariah Carey. I was listening to the just before Christmas, that song that made her so famous, that they play every single Christmas, that she makes millions of dollars every single year, even though she recorded that song decades ago. Now, in our case, from the moment that you start building a team of 10 members, you start getting paid a residual check of $50 a month. Yes, that's not going to help you to basically quit your job tomorrow, but it's a thank you, it's a start. As the team grows to 20 points, it's $200 a month. When we look at 100 points, which is basically 50 people on the left, 50 people on the right. Now, the most important thing is, guys, this is not by yourself. This is all about teamwork. That income that kicks in is $1,000 on a monthly basis. Now, $1,000 a month, it's a good part-time income. It can help you to pay off some bills, maybe pay off a car payment, maybe help you to pay off your mortgage earlier. In some countries, it can actually even replace a full-time income. It doesn't stop there. This goes all the way to a level that we call Black Diamond, which is $85,000 a month residual. In fact, Helen, who gave me the honor of introducing me at the beginning of the presentation, she's at the level of Blue Diamond, that, as you can see there, is income of $10,000 a month, every single month. Now remember, this is one of the 5 income streams. Now, Helen, granted, she's a ninja. She's one of the hardest working people that I know, but she's still building this business part-time. Here's the thing that I remember when I first came across the industry, guys. I remember looking at this board and I said, you know, I couldn't see myself going to the big money at the beginning. But I said to myself, what if it takes me 5 years to get to the point where I can make an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month part-time? Part-time. Because this is a part-time business. This is invest a few hours a week, like your evenings, like the person that invited you tonight, invite someone to a Zoom presentation, get them to watch the presentation, and we're just professional decision collectors. Some people get it, some people it's not their time. That's cool too. Now, when I got started in the industry, that's what I saw for myself. But when I realized, my mentor said one thing to me. He said, see as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. I got to $2,000 a month within a few months, and then I could see the $5,000 a month. And then when I saw the $5,000 a month, my mentor said to me, congratulations for making it happen. If you can do it on a monthly basis, you can do it on a weekly basis. And my vision started to change. And this is how it works. But here's the thing that made the biggest difference, is trainings like this. Like the training that we just had in Dubai last week, where the company literally flies in people from around the world that are top leaders. And I'm excited to see my dear friend Helen to rock the stage for the first time in Europe, along with Eric Grzybowski. Now, Eric Grzybowski, to give you an idea, guys, when I met Eric, he was in his early 20s. We were part of a previous company, and he owned he had hundreds of agents working with him in the real estate industry. He used to have his own real estate offices in the US. He literally left the real estate industry to go full in the industry of network marketing. And last week we were hanging out in Dubai, and I said to him, well, don't you ever kind of miss like investing back in real estate? He goes, no, I just want to be all in with this. I want to travel the world. I want to make money with my friends, and I want to have fun doing it. And it's crazy. This gentleman has made tens of millions of dollars in this industry over the last few years. And to hear his story along with Helen in Lisbon in Portugal in June, here's one thing that we've learned from tracking our results. The people that go to our trainings consistently make an average of 10 times more money than the people that don't. Transformation happens at these events, because here is where we grow ourselves. And my mentor always says, invest in your mind and your mind will fill your wallet. Now, at the same time, we're also going to have a big event in Johannesburg in South Africa happening in July. In fact, the gentleman that you see on the left, Matt Morris, is my personal mentor. He's become one of my best friends in the world. The last company that we were a part of together, he built a team of over 2 million people. He created over 150 millionaires, and a lot of the success that we've been able to create is purely because I was lucky enough to get mentored by someone that had the results that I wanted. I became teachable, and he said to me, if you become teachable and coachable, I'll help you become unstoppable. And that's exactly what I did. Just literally followed in the footsteps of someone that had what I wanted. Now, he's going to be in South Africa with Muzaffar Nashvi, the number 2 income earner in the whole company. Collectively, these two gentlemen have close to 60 years experience in the industry. Now, there is a special offer right now that ends tonight on these training tickets. Normally, the price for the event is $149 if you go to get one ticket for Johannesburg. Or if you actually get one ticket for the Lisbon event, it's $199. But right now we've got a special offer where you can get 4 tickets for Johannesburg for $298. And for Lisbon, 4 tickets for $398. So it's literally $100 each, which is crazy. So I expect that this next event, guys, we're going to have so many amazing stories. And these events are going to be a sellout. Now, in order to get started, let me just recap real quick. So all in order to be all in launch pack plus the ambassadors, $479 once and $99 on a monthly basis, or $279 once and $50 on a monthly basis. Choose whatever pack you believe represents you. And I want to finish off with talking a little bit about why right now the timing is absolutely key. But before I do that, I'm going to invite my good friend Helen just back on for a moment, just to invite a couple of people to share their experience with Viago so far before we get ready to wrap things up. My dear Helen?
Thank you. Thank you very much. for that amazing presentation. I'd asked a few people to unmute. We'll start with the Pums from UK, then Henry from South Africa, then Jed from USA, Rumbi from Zimbabwe, and Harriet from Uganda. So they didn't unmute. Do you mind to maybe make them co-host? I'd ask them to unmute.
Yeah, no,
So,
they can unmute. Don't worry.
oh, okay.
Rumbi, you want to go first?
Yes, sure. Good evening. My name is Rumbidzai Mugwanda, and I'm based in Harare, Zimbabwe, where I work as a systems engineer. I must say it's the compensation plan that I saw that made me join Viago. It really blew my mind that one can get the opportunity to earn such an extra income. So I quickly jumped in, recruited 6 people. Fast forward, I'm now at the emerald level. Can you imagine earning an extra income of $2,000? I have to be honest, I never saw that coming for something that I was doing part-time. Not only that, initially it was just about the money, but I then met an amazing community and also started using the product and went to Barcelona, Spain in September. Recently, I'm just coming from Dubai. We had an amazing time, and I also got the opportunity to meet the rest of the team and also to be trained. I can't wait to go diamond because of this opportunity. I've also booked for Joburg for the next training and also in Portugal. Thanks to Viago, I'm now somebody who gets to travel around the world. So I really appreciate and I want to thank God for that. Thank you so much. Back to you, Efrosyni.
Actually, we'll just go straight to Henry. Henry, over to you, buddy.
Hi, thank you so much, Efrosyni. Unfortunately, my lights just went off. I can't put on my camera. Something just happened. So thank you so much, I mean, for the
We can
great work
see
and
you.
for the. Let me see if I can work out some magic. Right.
Champions
So thank you
adjust.
so. Okay. Thank you so much, Amin Efrosyni, for the great work that you're doing and for your great leadership. Truly appreciate it. And guys, I mean, we just came back out of Dubai where we had so much fun, learned so much. And myself, I'm an IT professional, a property consultant. You know what? I get paid for everything that I do, that I have to do on a day-to-day basis. But when I saw Viago, I saw a way out as well because now of the teamwork that we do, that we work on this business. Now I've got team members in so many different countries. Some of the countries I've never been to, and we work together. In the business that I'm doing, I'm only limited to a particular area. I need to be licensed for me to operate in that particular area as well. But with Viago, I'm open to the whole world. But above all is the fun that at least we have. I mean, now you travel, you have fun, and you get paid for it. I can't separate my work and my leisure, and I can't separate my work and my fun now. And it's so crazy that we're really doing and also earning the residual income. It's truly amazing, and that's one thing I truly love because I know we're getting older and we're getting tired. But the longer I stay in this business, the bigger my team and the bigger my check is. So thank you so much for hitting me on the call. I appreciate it.
And great afternoon, everyone. My name is Jared Ojeda. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, a small city called Riverdale, and I'm a lieutenant in the fire department. I'm actually at work right now. What I love the most about this community and opportunity, it was the travel. My wife, Efrosyni, my wife loved the travel. I just couldn't afford to give her that travel lifestyle. So when we got started, we saw the savings immediately. But because of the system, besides the training that I saw a way that I can use leverage other people and create an extra income. For example, I'm at work right now, but I called up a few people, had them jump on this call. I have team members on this call, and Efrosyni did all the work. And when they get started, I get paid. That is what we call true leverage. Because of this system that you're seeing right now, my wife and I are residual earners. I tell you right now, we get a residual check every single month that covers my mortgage and 2 car payments. Now, again, we're not rich, but we have options. And that's all I ever wanted was options. And while creating that residual, We've taken massive amount of trips. We've been to Dubai, we've been to Greece, we've been to Thailand, we've been all over the world. So I have a saying with the company, I go, you go, we go, Viago. Like, let's go impact families, have fun, freedom, and fulfillment with friends and family as we continue to increase our finances and our fitness in 2026. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Jared, that was so good to see you, man. And I'm going to be in Atlanta this week, so we'd love to see you. All right, I'll message you.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to see you, Efrosyni.
Harriet, are you ready, my dear?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Efrosyni, for that powerful presentation. My name is Harriet Ekude, and I'm a human resource consultant calling in from Kampala, Uganda. I saw Viago in 2024, and I'll tell you, for me, I saw two things. I saw an opportunity to travel the world, but I also saw an opportunity to make residual income. On the travel end, I've been able to travel almost four different countries since I started. We traveled to Dubai, we went to Barcelona, we did Zimbabwe. We've also traveled again to Dubai. We've just returned, and it was really amazing. We were there with Efrosyni and a couple of people. And on the business end, I made sure I tapped into the business. I got my 6. I was able to get my $50 waived off. Went on and got my 30 personals. And that built me a team of over 400 people. And I'm currently at the level of Emerald, which is the 5th level of residual income, earning 2,000 US dollars a month. I can't thank God enough for Viago. Back to you, my coach. Thank you.
Thank you, champion. And guys, they say saving the best for last. The last person I would love to share, a lady that is literally taking over the world by storm, my dear Helen. Share your
Thank you.
story, my dear. The world needs to hear your story. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity and for the presentation. It's the system that we have and the leadership. So, as I said, I was praying for an opportunity to earn extra income. I wanted at least $1,000 residual income. I've been in UK for 20 years, but I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm a chartered accountant. I wanted to retire in Zimbabwe in the next 3 years or so. So when I saw Viago, it was an answer to a prayer. I got started and I signed 8 people in 3 days. Got my money back, was in profit, monthly fees were waived. I have signed over 20, but with the first people that we started with, we committed to each other that we will stay, we will be in Viago for a year, we will not quit on each other. And also we say, let's put 10 each. In February, we said, let's put 20 each. Of course, out of the 29 that I signed, only about 10, 11 were duplicating like that. I'm telling you, this is a leadership manufacturing company. The trainings, the systems, the mentorship, the success we are having is because of the teamwork and the system and mentorship. Now I'm at a level of Blue Diamond earning residual income of $10,000 a month. I have replaced my day job salary. I never dreamt that I'll reach this within a year. So sometimes I get scared when I wake up. I ask myself, what if I'd said no? But most importantly, what if I said yes, but not do anything? So I'm so grateful. But the biggest thing for me is seeing lives being transformed. The experience in Dubai was more than what money can buy. So I'm grateful. Back to you, my mentor.
Thank you, my dear Helen, for that amazing story. And you are inspiring the world, my dear. You know, it's guys. This is exactly what Helen said earlier. Is the thing that sometimes scares me as well. Because when I got started in this industry many years ago, I didn't see an opportunity that I was going to change my life. I saw an opportunity to add a little something extra to my life. I just said to myself, what if I can make a little bit of extra money? I didn't, and I looked at my brother because my brother introduced me to this industry. And I just said, okay, it's a few $100. What have I got to lose? Worst case scenario, maybe I'm forced to take one holiday over the next 12 months. And I definitely was overdue for a holiday. And I said, here's my credit card, we'll see what happens. Here's the thing. It was a split moment decision of saying, why not? Nothing could have prepared me for what happened next though. To literally be able to be in an opportunity where 13 months later I replaced my full-time income and I let go of my job. And that was in 2010. Since then, to have the opportunity to travel the world and having the opportunity to come and join Viago a year and a half ago, where I feel like it's a second opportunity, a second chance to take more people with us. Because here's the thing, I think the thing that we keep seeing around the world right now, cost of living is going up. Inflation's going through the roof. Uncertainty is going through the roof. You know, I remember growing up, my parents used to say, yeah, get a safe, secure job, work your way up the ladder. There is no such thing as a secure job. That's the biggest lie that you can come across is job security, because as we see right now, they're saying that millions of jobs are going to get replaced by AI over the next few years. Well, that's millions of jobs getting replaced, but what about the millions of people that had those jobs and have those expenses and have those bills that they need to be able to pay at the end of the day? So here's what I say to people, is that if you liked what you saw over the last few minutes, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. There's two reasons for that. Number one is the timing. I'm not going to go through and explain this in detail. Here's what I want you to understand. Timing in this business is absolutely everything. There's people that saw a presentation like this, had the opportunity to join, and they said, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. And since then, thousands of people have joined. And what's happening right now is that it's first come, first serve. That means if you get started tonight, the next person that joins automatically through the person that introduced you, it gets placed underneath you. That's the way the system works. We're all built in a straight line together. What that means, it means that it's not just reliant on you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that join because you expect magically money's going to start falling from the sky and someone's going to build this for you. Nobody's going to come to your rescue is what my mentor said. You got to rescue yourself. The thing is that this business gives you an opportunity in order to escape the system that works right now and build an extra side income that gives you more choices, whatever that choice may be. Whether that means make a little bit of extra money, pay off some bills, like what Jared was saying earlier about being able to pay off his mortgage and 2 car payments just from his side hustle. Ask yourself that. If your side hustle pays your mortgage and 2 car payments, what does your full-time job do? It enables you to get ahead. That's where you got your hands on. And like we said earlier, see as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. Now, you've got a couple of options. Number one, you can just be a member of the club, get the membership, save some money on some holidays. What the most popular option is to do both, is to basically be an ambassador and at the same time grab the membership. And if there's some obstacles that are holding you back, because this is one thing that I learned 16 years ago, that the obstacles that were holding me back from being a part of it, which at the time was money and time. Now, you can literally find a few $100s in order to change your life if you know that it's going to help you to change your life. Time I didn't have, but the one thing that my mentor said to me, what is holding you back from taking advantage of this is usually the reason why you must do something different. If I didn't do something different, I would still be working 80 to 100 hours a week trying to get ahead in terms of mortgages. I said yes, I grabbed the opportunity, I followed the system, and the rest is history. And that's what you got your hands on right now. So get back to the person that invited you. Literally, we do these presentations every single night of the week. And that's what Helen shared earlier. You plug into the system, you invite friends to the presentation. But more importantly, if you're going to build this, come and join us in Portugal or come and join us in Johannesburg. Come and plug in order to invest in yourself, to grow your mind, to essentially elevate your mindset. At the same time, it's going to help to elevate your bank account. Thank you for plugging in. See you on the next trip.